With Stemtech, you can literally take charge of your own destiny. How would you like to build a business with no rejection? George Antar, Stemtech's Vice President of North American Markets, can show you how. Time trying to reinvent the wheel. George has done it, and with over 20 years' experience, he can show you how to work smart and follow a proven system that has built huge businesses. Known for his ability to coach and mentor people, he will show you how you can achieve your dreams right now. Let's join George as he takes you through Stemtech's proven 4-step system.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. How many of you want to get your product paid for by Stemtech? Wow, look at that. How many of you want to drive a BMW free from Stemtech? Nice, huh? How many of you never want to get rejected when you tell somebody about Stemtech? How do you do that? Let's get right into it. One of the ways to do it that I see in my 23 years of being in this industry full-time is a system. We have a proven 4-step system. We call it Stemtech's proven 4-step system. Now, why a system? Well, systems are duplicatable, people aren't. You have the hotshot salesman out there making the sale, but when that person makes the sale, what happens? That other person may have joined, but they've been sold on it. They haven't chosen to do it themselves. They haven't gathered the knowledge. Systems will give them the knowledge they need to roll forward. We're not teaching a sales technique here. This is about pointing toward a tool. You want to point toward a tool and let the tool give the knowledge about what you're doing. The 4-step system answers their questions. Is it fun? Is it simple? Will someone help me succeed? Will I make money? The 5th one you can't answer because it's up to them. Is the timing right for me? You don't know that. But with economic times where they are, it's getting closer to being the timing right for everybody. So what are the basics of the system? Well, you want to keep the main thing the main thing. Anybody here play baseball as a kid? What did you do? You threw the ball, you hit the ball, and you caught the ball. That's what you did. So what's our business? The main thing in building network, how many times today did you or someone in your group take somebody through the system? That's it. How many times did the story get told today in your downline, in your group, by you or somebody else? That's the main thing. It's not how many times did you check to see if the refrigerator was filled, or how many times you rearranged your desk, or how many times you helped your mom or your kids move. It's how many times did the story get told. And that's what it all boils down to. No matter what you're going to do in the business, that's the bottom line. So here's the system. We use this baseball because it's kind of a neat. You can see how you start at home plate, you notify somebody, and the step 1 of the system is you have them watch or read. People like to watch movies more than like to read. It's just what it is. So if they're watching it, they can watch your video, a DVD. We'll go into more details later, or read. Step 2 is the opposite. If they've read, then you can have them watch on step 2. Either way, you can get those 2 things covered. And then step 3, it's a live event or a conference call. We'll go into the details a bit more. But why do we have these 3 steps? Because people learn in different ways. Some folks want to learn by listening. Some folks want to learn by watching. Others want to learn by reading. That's why the first 3 steps are all those different ways, because you're going to get everybody's senses that way. It's the same story told over and over again, just in different ways. That's the beauty of the system. Step 4 is very simple. You follow up with them, and you have them see a sheet of paper or a website, and they look at the different options and how to enroll. And that's a deal. So let's get into it a little bit here. Steps 1 and 2, watch or read. DVD and a brochure. If you have a STEM Smart brochure or a STEM Enhanced brochure, or you have one of the DVDs, those are steps 1 and 2. How about a publication like Your Business at Home? In comes that a DVD. You hand that to somebody. They can read 96 pages. They can watch the DVD. That's also steps 1 and 2. The Wealth Builder system, there's a movie on there. There's a tour. There's a pet movie. You have the BMW movie. It's all on there for them to see. And then you have the Stemtech Biz site that comes with your business. There's a movie there they can watch, as well as they can go and read all the details about the program there as well. So what's step 3? Step 3 is a live call or an event. We at the company have a step 3 call. We actually say, welcome to step 3 of the 4-step system. At the end of the call, we say, ask the person who got you on this call to go to step 4. So we're helping you guide them through the steps for you on that call that happens on Tuesdays. There's the number. But the thing you don't want to do is you don't want to wait. If it's Wednesday morning and you have a hot prospect, what you don't want to do is wait until next Tuesday to get them to step 3. So we have different options here. On the telecenter, box 300, you can play them step 3. You can also do it through your own 800 number. You can give them the 800 number for the telecenter and play it through them that way too as well. Plus on teamstemtech.com/step 3 also is the latest conference call that we have up there. They're about 20 minutes long, and they're the best call from the last couple of months. It's a recorded live call, and you can have them listen to it right then and there. Also, a one-on-one or a two-on-one. Now, what's a one-on-one? It means you're going to meet at Starbucks. You're going to go to lunch. You're going to meet at the lobby of a hotel someplace, or you're going to just meet somewhere. Maybe it's their house. A two-on-one means that your upline, or your upline person you're working with, is in your neighborhood, and you're going to go two people to somebody. So it's the two of you talking to one prospect. You can have a home meeting. Your upline can send you to a home meeting in a local area there's one happening, or you can have one yourself and invite them over. Also, obviously, coffee shops and hotel meetings, too, as well. Anything happening like a live event is a Step 3 event. Step 4, it's enrolling. There's a sheet of paper that goes over the best packages for them, and have your prospect pick the best package that's for them. It doesn't matter how they get started. It matters that they get started, and that's the important part. And that's also on teamstemtech.com/step 4, as well as you're driving down the street, your phone rings. It's a person who just listened to Step 3. They want Step 4. You pull over to the side of the road, safe away from traffic, and you call up your telecenter. And what you do is you put the phone number in for the person's fax number if they don't have internet, and you can actually fax them from your phone in your car the 4 pages on Step 4. If they have internet, obviously you want to get them right on the internet, which is teamstemtech.com/step 4. Those are the options you have for Step 4. In summary of this 4-step system here, at home base, you notify, which we'll go over in a minute. Step 1, which is watch or read. Step 2 is read or watch. Third base is there. We got the live call to the event. And Step 4 is making the decision on enrolling. So the big one over here is notify. So how do you notify somebody with no rejection? What do you do? And how do you do that? If you opened up a shoe store next Sunday on Main and First, and you had all your friends, and you grew up there, you've been in the same neighborhood for 45 years, you have all your friends around, you know thousands of people, at least hundreds. Would you call those people up and say, I want you to come to my shoe store on Sunday and buy shoes for sure on Sunday? You wouldn't. You would call them up and say what? You'd call up and say, hey, I have a shoe store opening up, grand opening, we're going to have food and balloons and kids and kid rides and kids can bounce in the yard. You're going to notify them that you own a shoe store now. So the next time they need a need for shoes, they can fill that need by going to you. Same thing with this business. You want to notify them of what you're doing. It's not selling, it's notifying. Now, why is that important? You may be somebody who's really good. You may be really slick. You can talk somebody into ice in Alaska. But if you're on the phone and you're convincing and you're selling and you're doing all that work, once they get sold, what are they going to do? How are they going to then tell somebody else? They might be shy. They might be somebody who doesn't want to do the selling. But all of a sudden they've been sold. So by you notifying them, duplicates down. And that's what that is. So don't be the expert. Be the one who notifies the most. Hey, Bill, it's George. How you been? Long time no talk. Well, the reason for the call is I wanted you to know what I'm doing. And then let the tools do the work. You introduce the tool with a thing called a preamble. The definition of a preamble is the introduction to something of importance. Well, right now you're here, aren't you? You think this is important. Stemtech's important, is that right? STEM Enhance is important. STEM Sport, STEM Flow, all those things are important. So you know that. So why not introduce it with importance? And that's what the preamble is. The preamble, it's an easy thing to do, is what you put aside for now so you can have more time later. You're here today. Something in your life is not being done right now, whether it be vacationing, whether it be the day off, whether it be a hobby, a sport you play, time with the family, just watching football games. Who knows what it is? But you're not there. You're here doing something. What is that you've put aside to do this business? When you make those phone calls to people, you put something aside. What is it? Figure out, write it down. So how do you help your team win? What's in your body that's going to help them win? Do you have perseverance? Do you have a skill set? My career or life experience has taught me X. I was a manager. I'm good at organizing. I'm good at leading. I was a coach. I coach football. I raised kids. If you've raised kids, you can do this business, guaranteed. I have 10 years experience in network marketing. Or I've been around MLM for 20 years. Never really got involved with my full-time effort, but now I am. Whatever the reason might be, it doesn't matter. But there's something in you that you have. I'm working with or trained by the top leaders in the company. Somewhere in your upline tree, there's somebody who is making a sizable income. Find out who that person is, ask questions, get trained by them. So how do you put all together? Well, you notify. It's the hi, Bill. It's George. Catch up first. Long time no talk. How you been? The reason for the call is I want you to know what I'm doing. I put aside playing golf, and I'm working with the top leaders so that I can help my team succeed quickly. Do you have a few more minutes? Here's a key word. Do you have a few more minutes? Because we've talked for a while now. Do you have a few more minutes to see what I'm doing? Most people are going to say yes, they do. Here's a key. If on the phone, have them go to your Wealth Builders website for steps 1 and 2. If you're in person, hand them something. DVD, magazine, brochure. Have them leave with something. Point out maybe something in the brochure, point out something in the magazine that's exciting, have them look at that story, set up a time to call them back. But on the phone, when you're talking to somebody, especially a friend, somebody you know, unless they're ready to watch your movie, do not give them the website. You're going to say, wow, that's a weird one. But if I give you the website, say I'm talking to you back and forth, I give you the website to go watch it, and you say, I'm going to watch it, I'll watch it tonight, about an hour from now, I'll put the kids to bed, I'll watch it, call me in the morning at 10. So I call tomorrow morning at 10, and guess what? Life got in the way, you couldn't watch it. I call at 10, you pick up the phone, there you are. Hey, it's George, have you watched it yet? Oh, I didn't have a chance, call me at 2. I call back at 2. Dog barked, baby cried, things got in the way. At 2 o'clock I call, you pick up the phone, oh, I haven't watched it yet. You know what, call me at 7:30. So I call back at 7:30. So what's happened so far? I've called 3 times, no response yet. That third time I call at 7:30. They see the phone number, it's George calling, and all of a sudden they go into the witness protection program because they have guilt. They have this guilt about, oh my word, I haven't done my homework yet. How can I do it? What you want to do is you want to actually go to it with them. You want to say, can you go online right now? Yes, I can. Or my kid's doing homework right now. Well, I'll call you back in an hour when he's off the website, off the internet. So the important thing here is you go there with them. Speakers are turned up. Think about something important to you on that website. What's important to you that you want them to know? Because you want to let them know that I'm going to go there with you so I can guide you to where I want you to see. You won't stay on the phone with them. You can hang up the phone and call them back. It's about 20 minutes to watch the whole website, maybe 25 if they're slow. So in about a half an hour, you can call them back. And that's the most important part. You want to call them back within a half an hour. Let them know, I'll call you back in a half an hour, and that's how it works. So the proven 4-step system has actions. What action is the most productive? Keeping the main thing the main thing. What's the main thing? How many times today did you or someone in your group take someone through the system? How many times was a story told by a tool? How many magazines? How many Wealth Builder movies got shown? How many brochures? How many DVDs? How many of those things got done today? That's the main thing. If you could keep track of that in your group, you would see what's happening or not happening for your business. Very simple. Notify, they watch or read, you follow up, they watch or read, follow up again. This whole thing might look involved, but it's not. This can happen in less than an hour. This whole process can happen from first contact to enrolling in less than an hour. It happens all the time, even for people who call leads. From first contact to knowledge to saying, wow, look at that system, to wow, look at that, really? Stem cells do that? Oh my word, how do I get involved? And I'm in and I'm rolling. It's my 23rd or 24th year, depending on the math you do, in this business. And one thing that I can't help you with is the timing in your life. The timing in your life has to be right, obviously. But the timing in Stemtech's life is now, by far. It gives me goosebumps. The majority of the people who are going to be in this company are going to join during the momentum phase. The momentum phase is not here yet. You're before it. Even though we have lots of people, 8 countries, even though we have many distributors all over the world, we're not in momentum yet. Momentum is something that takes place. And once that takes place, you just want to hold on for dear life. But what you want to have happen is you want to have a group already built prior to momentum. You want your downline experiencing what takes place when their group doubles in size month after month. Grows by 10, 12, 13% each month. That's what you want to have happen in your downline. Not just for you, but your group. That's where the real walkaway, residual, legacy money is. They call it address changing money. You know why? Because you make so much money, you got to move. I wish you all the best. I thank you for coming. Have a great Stemtech life.